there's Muslims that aren't as,
Radical.
but the ones that are radical look very down on them and slaughter those. You know what I mean? And I think the Green Prince, the Green Prince is the son of one of the founders of Hamas. He's now Christian, and he really is
Mossad
critical,
Youssef.
right?
Yeah.
Mossad Youssef, and he came down. He was describing it as a ladder, like when it comes, and this is his point of view. I don't know for a fact, but the more devout you get, it leads you to the jihadism, right? It leads you to the world needs to be a caliphate, and not all Muslims, a majority of them are not near that, right? And they're peace-loving, and they're just like everybody else, and they want to work, and they believe in this. He said the problem is you never know where one becomes on the ladder. You don't know how devout they get. That's why you see a lot of the clerics.
And how easy it is to go, say, from somebody who is a non-violent jihadist, right? Somebody who believes in the ideology, supports it, but isn't necessarily willing to take up arms. How easy is it, and how quickly will that particular person jump to violent jihad?
Right, and that's why the clerics are saying the craziest shit. Their imams are usually the most radicalized, and the issue is you have a numbers game, right? How many Muslims are there? 2 billion or something, or a billion? It's
something like that.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
and I think if 10% of them are radicalized, you're talking 100 million radicalized people. So
Right, that was a point made by Bridget Gabriel, who's that Lebanese woman.
Right, the silent majority don't really, that's not who we're worried about, right? But look, we don't want to get down to a point of attacking just a religion or people of a religion, but the conversation has to be had in analyzing this conflict.
Well,
this isn't a land conflict. This isn't a economic conflict. Israel doesn't need the land. Israel doesn't need money. This isn't, they're not expanding their territories. That's bullshit. They're not. You're talking about what? The West Bank?
The settlements?
Okay, the settlements. But you're talking about the settlements. First of all, that's arguably Israelis. There's a whole sect of Israelis that would argue that that's part of Israel.
Yeah, well,
okay?
they're crazy.
Great, but that's fair if that's what you think. But Israel went and just bombed Syria, and they bombed Iran. You don't see them trying to take Syria. You don't see them trying to take Iran.
Golan Heights.
The Golan Heights were part of Israel. That's the argument, and it's usually for a strategic boundary, right?
Correct.
If you don't take the Golan Heights, you got to come. I invite you to come to Israel with me this summer. I'm going to Israel.
I know what the
No, but
Golan
I would
Heights
love
are.
for you to come because it'd be good. You're a smart, intellectual person. That if you put eyes on the ground there, you'll see and you have a military background in your family, you'll see the logistical problem.
I know.
The
The
Golan
Golan Heights are elevated.
You
They can
see it.
lob
It's
it down.
literally the military 101. What's the best position to be in the military?
Elevated.
Highest point.
Elevated and shooting down. And that's what the Golan Heights are.